Hi there. In this video I'm going to be installing this shower set from Kadda, and it's basically not a set. I just picked up what the wife liked the most. Went with this type of hose because the bathtub is some plastic, acrylic, not really sure exactly what type of plastic it is. So the metal type has a big chance of scratching it. We went with this hose, but keep in mind this type of hoses are way stiffer, so they are annoying to a certain level, but there was no other way. This thingy, well, it was cheap, fit our purpose. This a bit more interesting for this type of bathtub than a standard round one, and it seems to have a button for changing rain, foam, and foam plus rain. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously anti-calcar. These are some little rubber thingies that in theory don't let calcar deposit on them, because if you move them, calcar falls off. So there's that. Anyway, without further ado, decided that because this is kind of big, you cannot reach the shower from that side. So if the daughters are in here and we need the shower head, basically this is about as far as you can reach. Again, from that end you will not reach there, and from here kind of not reach there. So when you are doing something like this, make sure you put it in a spot where it works well for you. Again, this is an unfinished house. You can see all kind of unfinished stuff, so yeah, it's not dirt, unfinished. Anyway, so for us, best here, one hole there, one hole there. This is ceramic tile, so it's really tough. We'll be cutting into it with this thingy, which is diamond plated, really fine diamond specs, and it cuts through it really well. But actually it will be this one, because this is 12 millimeters and this is, I think, 8 millimeters. So if you have really tough tile like this one and the one on the walls, you need something like this to cut through it and not damage it. And it's best, in my opinion, to cut the joints. You are cutting through less material. So yeah, there's that. And in case of future modifications, it's maybe a bit easier to somehow mask at a joint than in the middle of a tile. Anyway, let's fit this in here, start making holes. Use these provided fasteners because they seem to be strong enough from what I can see here. They will be going through a slot hole here and a round hole there, so we have a bit of adjustment, although the tiles themselves are vertical, so we should be vertical. But anyway, then put this on the wall, those, and this will be attaching to another brand because we liked the shape and size of this one. So yeah, there's that. Let's install this. Removed the support from its packaging. Removed these little covers. You just put your fingernail below them and pop them out. And then you will see we have one short screw, one long screw and a short one that I put somewhere and I cannot really see. In here. The short one will be in the top, in this one, and the long one at the bottom, because it will actually go through this whole thing. At the top, you can see down there deep in the hole, it only starts to tighten from here, but in here it will also tighten the pipe, so it doesn't come out of this, to hold it in place basically. And yes, we have our holes. Put the plastics in and let's tighten some screws. And again, you need that thingy, the drill with the diamond dust on it, to drill to really tough tiles. You first need to tighten the top one, so you are able to come with the bottom one through the hole. It's not gonna be that easy, but sorry, I wasn't showing you properly. It's in, and now you align the bottom one where you need to be and tighten it in place. And it's in place, and honestly looking quite okay, so I really do like it. If I would actually remember, yeah, we have this pin right there that tells you the correct alignment. Now it's just a matter of locking it in place. Not that easy to do, but it did lock in place, and I'm expecting to also have a pin right there. Search it at the bottom. Where is it? There it is. Locked in place. Okay, looking good. Let's continue with that thing right there. For that shower support, I'm trying to find some kind of model or something on these papers, but who knows? I don't think we have one. For these little holes, let's try and see. Not really, maybe that right there. And for this guy, maybe that. Let's see the other side also. Presumably that's the model with the C at the end. Anyway, let's tighten this thing in place, because we installed this, which is a separate video and we linked in the description, but I don't see any seals on it. That's a bit weird. Yeah, we have the seals, they just fell down. I wasn't careful enough, so make sure you don't lose them. And it fell down again. And in this one, at least with the seal on, obviously I need to tighten everything in there, and that should be good. On the packaging there was a text that showed that it allows the shower head to rotate independently from the hose itself, and I think this is it, which honestly is quite cool. I think it has an O-ring in there somewhere that does the sealing of it. Good, I like it, because otherwise with something as thick as this it will be a pain, but if it rotates independently, perfect. Do not over tighten that nut, and put something on your spanner so you don't scratch it, because if you scratch it and your wife notices, it's not gonna be a fun day for you. For the shower head itself, in Romanian it's para de duș, so I don't know if in English it's a shower pear, the fruit. Anyway, remember to put the seal, the silicone seal in, and then just tighten this thing in place. It had a plastic protection that I took out. All that I can say is bravo to whoever designed this, because look at it. This hose rotates freely inside the shower head, so I can rotate this, look at it, any way I want it, and I'm not affecting the hose at all. So as long as the O-ring holds a few years before, anyway, you would need to replace probably the hose itself. That O-ring, if it does the job, this is freaking awesome. So now let's put it somewhere there, turn on the water and hope for the best. This thing is in use for a good while now, filling this up. At the moment it's working perfectly. My wife can move it easily. It's, yeah, if you don't push this fully you can see it wobbling around because it is trying to lock in here, but if you push it fully it slides nicely. It's doing its job perfectly. Do whatever you want with it. Press the button. If I could actually do it with this hand. Now it also outputs from the middle, but we have quite low water pressure in here, so as you can see, yeah, it is what it is. Not the fault of the tap, it's the fault of the water in this area. Hello there. Quite a nice shape to it. Yes, a bit more dispersed than smaller ones, but it's quite obvious because it has a bigger surface.
but yeah, we like it. And that's about it for this video. The hose itself is good, no problems with it whatsoever. You can rotate it whatever way you want. I'm not going to rotate it too much. It's not rotating, so it has that sleep mechanism, which I really like. And if you want to see videos for the other stuff, the tub, the faucet, the support, they will be in the description. And that's about it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye.